everybody. Welcome to the Paraprepper Studios, deep in the heart of West Texas oil patch. As always, I am Paraprepper, and behind the scenes is Little Prepper.
Hello.
So what we're going to do today is this is going to be a multi-part series, whatever you want to call it. Basically, I got a request on Facebook on it, what type of tools, how to do this, how to do that. So we sat down and we brainstormed. We thought, you know what? Let's create a series. We will get to a weave. We're going to do a weave by J.D. Lorenz of Tying It All Together, aka FusionKnots.com, called the Era Batteur. I'm probably not even pronouncing that right, but I'm too redneck for my own good. Basically, it just means longboat. I will have a link down below to where you can actually buy everything we show you today. And these are my recommendations because I have used them or use them or still use them. You will also find out the weave that we're about to do. I say take a look at it so you get a basic idea. And then when we release that weave, when we actually start that video, we're going to come back and you'll have a better understanding how everything works. Or don't want to? Give me a few days and we'll have it up. Depends on how far we go into this. We will be doing these in sections. Today's section is all about tools. Okay, so as you can tell on the table, we've got a few tools to show you. Now, do not get me wrong. You do not have to have all these tools to start weaving or get into weaving. These are what I have found that I've built up on over the time that have pretty much daily use when I'm building weaves. As you can tell, let's start with something very basic, blowtorch. This torch is one I got from Harbor Freight. It is an automatic kick. It works great for pretty much anything you ever can think of using. And of course, always have a trusty lighter. You never know. These things you don't want to get too close on your burn marks. If you do cut and burns, things like that, which we'll cover in another session. Next in your tool collection are Fids. Little Prepper, you got these down?
Yep.
These little Fids are about $6. You get them at Hobby Lobby. The only drawback I have with these, number one, they are long. Compared to what I'm about to show you, these are a longer version. The reason why I like these, they've got a shovel head on. They're flat. Now, from what I understand, Jim Coop of Coop's Place actually builds a small version that's like this. I have not ordered them yet. It's on my list, and I'll probably end up using those hopefully here pretty soon in a video once I find out about them. Number two, of course, speaking of Jim Coop, is my 3-inch Fid. These little buggers I bought from him, and as you can tell from the markings and the light, these are my number one weapon in moving in paracord. I love these little things. He has done great. They're aluminum. They don't bend. I've got the extensions. I don't ever use them. But I'll tell you what, you don't have to cut. If you can tell by the hole, you don't have to cut an angle and then twist it in like you do with these. These, whatever burn you got, just start twisting them. They'll hold. Let's move on to something simple. I carry a pair of wire cutters for one reason. You can get in as you're doing your weave, snip real close, take your torch or your lighter and melt it if you come to that. These are your flats. These help me if I'm running into different stuff. It's always good to have an extra pair. And of course, forceps. We'll call these locking pliers. I forgot the dang name of them. Hemostats, thank you. These little things, guys and gals, if you don't own them, get out to Harbor Freight, go to Hobby Lobby, find them, buy you a pair. They'll become your best friend. You'll swear by them religiously like I do. These are great. I actually have a pair from Hobby Lobby I paid like $8 for that are thinner, and I've worked with those quite a bit lately. These are just what I found. The shank. This little son of a gun is cool for breaking up your weaves. You can reach in, pull it out. Now this one actually has a benefit. It's got a great little knife. It's sharp. I bought this one on Amazon, but I'll tell you what, same price I paid for this. Check out extremepara.com. I'll have a link down below, and I'll actually have a link to this. He sells them. Real good guy. Bart is his name. He is actually on the Paracord Knots fan page, Not Just Paracord and all those. Check him out on there. You'll find out he's got these for sale. It is a Maxim. I mean, they don't bend. They don't nick. I've done 16 to 18 different trials with this thing. I love it. It's a great piece. Folds up. You can hang it, and you're ready to go. Of course, you need a tape measure. Find them anywhere, nothing special. You need a good pair of scissors. These are my daughter's little preppers. I stole them from her. For whatever the case, these things are sharp. I love them. That's about all I use. And I've spent some money on them. These are, I don't remember where she got them from, but I love them.
I got them from Walmart.
Walmart. So check them out. They're a little Taiwan brand, but I'll tell you what, they cut. All right, so we've covered all of that. Let's get into something a little bit more specialized. This little bugger right here. Found this in the knitting aisle at Hobby Lobby. Basically, it can take the place of these for tucking when you're done with your strands, which we'll cover probably in episode 3. They help along with these, so you can actually get in, slip into the knots, go 3 or 4 deep, grab your paracord, lock it in place, and just pull that sucker right out. Great little handle on it. As you can tell, it's already been used like a mug. I love this thing. I actually have this one and another one I couldn't find right now. I think it's in my junk pile. It's about that long, thin, looks like a skewer for doing shish kebabs. Same theory, has the hook and it has a little latch on it. And I've gotten up to 8 loops with this. Slide it all the way through, grab a hold, and just slip in like butter. This, I bet you're wondering what it is. For those that don't know, this little piece here is a monkey fish jig. This one I love because I'll show you in a minute how it works, but you can pull these out. You've got 2 settings here. Flip it over, and you've got a larger setting here. This is a setting I make for my like golf balls, anything along those lines. You can go 1 inch, and then you go 1.5 inches on the outside. Great little piece. I recommend you make one, buy one. There's plenty of what am I looking at? There's plenty of YouTube videos on how to do it. Check it out. I'm not going to show you this part. I had this one done for me. Let's get into something a little bit more. When you get in, sorry about that, little prepper. When you start talking about doing paracord, you will start talking about charms. You'll start talking about different buckles, different clasps. Guys, Debra Scheidecker, which I hope I pronounced her name right, does all my charms. She is swamped right now. I'm about 10 days out from getting them. Hopefully I'll get my next order soon. I keep a bunch in stock as well. These are stainless steel. Always remember, keep your stuff stainless. If you're selling this stuff, make sure you keep it professional. You want stainless, so don't rush. She uses a great grade. Check her out. You'll find her link down below. Of course, I buy my clasps from different places. Everything from full belly insurance to supply captain. You know, it just depends. And these are different sizes I have. Something funky and cool that I found, you know, for your pieces that you like. This one has a 3/4 inch guidance, so you can actually make an 8 inch. They get 3/4 inch to tighten or loosen as they go. Hot seller with me. And then, of course, on Facebook you'll find, or actually through Etsy now, Velcro. I've only done maybe 10 of these for clients. Most of them like them. I do a lot of oil filled with these because they break off easy. Plastic, they break. I mean, that's what you want, something quick and dirty. So, next step, let's get into jigs. All right, so first set of jigs I'm going to show you are from my friend Jim Cooper. These are handmade by him. Now, these are the older versions, number 1. Number 2, I've modified them to fit my needs. So you don't have all this hardware. Everything just comes as clean as possible. Now, he has modified these since then. Check him out. Coop's Place. I'll actually have a link down below. This is the Traveler one, and everything I show you, I have bought. Nobody has given me anything. Anything I tell y'all is because I've used it. I've earned the right to say I like them. This one does up to 10 inches. About 10.5 is the optimal. Lock it down. Tie it. Great for throwing in a backpack when you're out at the park with the kids, the wife, the dog, whatever. You can throw this in, pack it up, and you've got a great paracord. Moving on now, let's toss that right there. We have his full-size version. Now, his full-size version, again, as you can tell, I've modified it. Same theory. Comes clean. I've added my own stuff for it. It is up to, if I can get it to work right, this one does 20 inches, okay? So optimally 20 inches. You can go straight to work on this. It's a great one to have. A lot of people on our Facebook groups have it. I recommend you check it out. Now, all of these are through Jim Coop. These are handmade by him. I like them, but these are great for duals. You have one on the left side, one on the right, like I showed you. But if you want the ultimate in toy, this is built by Bart. This is a 8-point jig. It holds 8 different ones, and you can fit more than that on it. It is great construction, does up to 20 inches, just like before. Actually, on this one, it does to, okay, 15 and a quarter. But you can fit a lot, find the piece you want, sync it up, and go to town. You'll find his link, extremepara.com. I don't know what his price is right now. I paid $40 for it on sale. I like it. It's a great piece. But, to be all honest, guys, that is my jig. Every picture you have seen, every video that you will see will be built on this jig. All right, I bought this jig on eBay. I took it apart, figured out what makes it better, and I modified it. Basically, we've extended it to give a full 2-inch, as you can tell by the woodwork. We have actually taken and modified the clasps, so now I can actually lock it into place. Let's say I'm taking my clip here, pull it over. You got this little area right here, Paraprepper?
Yep.
All right, little prepper. Lock it in, find the 0, tighten it up, and in that quick of an instance, guys, I'm ready to tie knots. This is modified by me, for me. I've got, it's his original design, but I've taken it a step further to make it better for me. That's why I love this thing. And it actually does all the way up to 22, and I can even go a little bit further to 23 if I really push it, but I wouldn't. And I can always go down. I like this one because it has what I like to call zeroed. It is a no configuration 0. No matter what you're using to buckle, you can move it to find the part you need. This is my jig, and inside it, of course, everything I build slides right in. As you can tell right here, tighten it down. My monkey fist jig is rocking. So, guys, that's it for today's episode. I don't have much else. If you have any questions or you want me to elaborate a little bit further, hit me up on comments. I'll probably do a follow-up video if we need to. We're going to be doing a few videos over the coming week. Now, Lil Prepper's got a bunch of stuff going on privately, so I got to work around her schedule as well. But really, that's about it for the tools of the trade, so to speak. Of course, I'm a Texan, so got to have the proper mat. It's a great background, works great. I've got a friend of mine who makes them for me. Other than that, I've given you good links. I've given you good ideas. I hope this will start you. Tomorrow, or when we release our next video, we're going to talk about cord lengths, how to join cords. I'm going to introduce you to a couple of ways other people do it, how I do it, how I started, and then we'll break into starting an actual weave on the 3rd edition. My goal is 3 editions, nothing more, but we may elaborate on that. I'm going to leave that up to y'all on what you think. Leave a comment, follow us, like us, jump over to Facebook, facebook.com/paraprepper. Hit the like button on there. It means a lot to us. It keeps us going and building these. If you've got questions, drop us a line. You can hit us up by email at the top or by instant message. You can go over to Facebook. We are working on a new site here very soon. We'll release that in time. Guys, that's it for me. Until next time, as always, from Big Pepper and Little Prepper.
Happy weaving!